What's going on, football fans? This is me, your boy Larry B, and this is the In the Car edition of Three and Out here today. Yeah. I even had to cough a little bit there because this is actually pretty hysterical. Regardless, here at work today, as usual, and the office was a little bit noisy. So, you guessed it. We have moved on out to the car today. So, with that said, y'all, we got ourselves a pretty good show, though, here. We got a quick recap. We got a primetime face-off to get to. We're going to have ourselves some fun today. So, like I said, today's a little unorthodox, the car edition, if you will. Got some texts coming in, got all kinds of stuff happening at one time. But the show must go on. A good friend of mine, of course, the hardest working man, and I got to give him that title, man. He's the real deal. Mr. Taryn Rodriguez, holding things together here at IE Sports Radio. Him, Daryl Kinzig Jr., and Mr. Adam Karnick, the three COOs of IE Sports Radio. I couldn't appreciate those guys enough. And I really appreciate all of them. They're awesome. And really, they have helped me out so much this past week. It has been hell. I mean, in certain aspects, and just life has been crazy. It's been up and down all over the place. But you know something? We're good to go, and things are all right. So we're going. So with that said, let's go ahead and get on into today's recap. Well, actually, before we do that, big shout out to our sponsors right here. Of course, another app company. That's where I work. And big shout out to them and all their help and all their sponsorship. You guys want apps? Trust me, this is where you want to be. Another app company. You got me. You gotta love it, y'all. We got that Los Angeles Dodgers giveaway extended by 1 week. Next Friday, we'll find a person that we're going to be giving away a free Dodgers sweatshirt to, a World Series Dodgers sweatshirt. So download the app, tag at or hashtag AAC giveaway, and let us know and show us some love, and we will be good to go. So, and we'll pick a winner next week. So, of course, plenty of apps here to take a look at. Another app code. So, big ups to them, and couldn't appreciate them enough for sponsoring us. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump on into the NFL Week 8 recap. Once again, you are listening to the official In the Car edition of Three and Out this week, but we're getting on into it, y'all. So, quick and dirty, let's have some fun, shall we? All right. First and foremost, last week, primetime face-off was pretty good. Big Low Country is happy because, my gosh, what a victory. They got to win 25-17. The gosh dang Falcons found a way to win their second game of the season, jumping to 2-6. The Cardinals. Carolina will fall to 3-5. What on God's green earth is happening? I'm just kidding. You know what? Hey, they have their own little bumps. It is what it is. Not a bad day at the office. Well, I mean, they lost, but regardless, 3-5 in the season with a growing team. It's not too bad for me. New England will fall to Buffalo. Yes, I guess this is the turn of the tide because Buffalo's looking pretty gosh damn strong, aren't they? So we're going to get into that. As a matter of fact, you know what? I started a little bit late today, so why don't we just go right on ahead? It's going to be kind of fun. I always enjoy bringing on our combatants during the recap because they could talk a little crap during this time. So, like I said, started a little bit late. So these two right here, bear with me. Once again, you're listening to the In the Car edition at work, at my lunch edition of Three and Out, because that's where life has gotten me right now, all over the place. But we are moving on into the quick little recap here. What on God's green earth happened? The Bills happened. I think they're going to win the division, y'all. Is it actually going to be? We will see. But you know what? The Bills get it done. And the poor Patriots are looking kind of sluggish, ridiculous. 2-5 in the season. It's going to be a tough year for them, unfortunately, for the first time in 2 decades. The Buffalo Bills 6-2. Be happy. Tennessee Titans will lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. What in the hell? That's all I really have to say. Vrabel, for real, dude. Like that homeboy. I mean, every dog has their day, but this time around it was a cat. These Bengals pulled it off 31-20. Get a victory here. Second loss of season for the Tennessee Titans. Cincinnati will jump to 2-5-1. The Colts, Phillip Rivers. He dyed his hair before this game. I'm just kidding. But the 40-year-old man, or however old he is, pulled off a nice little victory, 41-21 over the Detroit Lions. Lions looking like a garbage fire as always, 3-4. And the Indianapolis Colts 5-2 on the season, not too shabby. Minnesota wins a freaking football game. How? I mean, I have bashed this team every day. I'm sorry, but they are the team that does nothing for me. I mean, they just don't. I'm sorry. I have nothing really good to say about this team ever, hardly. Because why? Because they're the Vikings. They were freaking amazing 3-4 years ago, and they fell from grace every season, and they're like the Raiders, and they're both Pirates. Anyway, insert emoji here. You know that one. But anyway, is what it is. They get a victory, 22 over the Packers. How did that happen? I mean, we have a Packer fan in the house. We're gonna talk to him about that momentarily. How did that happen? I don't know. This game was a given. Anyway, let's move on. Chiefs win 35-9. Jets fall to 0-8. KC will jump to 7-1 in that one loss. Peep the sticker. Yeah. Raiders. Anyway, the Rams will fall to the Dolphins. It's 2 a time, y'all. Dolphins 28-17 over the Rams. Not a bad day at the office there. 5-3 for the Rams this year. 4-3 for the Miami Dolphins. Are they coming? We shall find out. I love this rivalry. It's one of my all-time favorites, and the Steelers will happen to win another freaking game. 7-1 the season. Big Ben's looking good. This team's looking good. Baltimore, have they been exposed? They're not the team we thought they were. That's all there is to it. But Steelers 28-24. Baltimore's still strong. They can still be that team we thought they were. But my gosh, the Steelers are the team that we didn't think they were. Looking good on the season. How about my Raiders get a nice victory here? 16-6. Las Vegas 4-3 on the season now, defeating the now 5-3. Well, 4-3 at the time, or 5-2 at the time, but the now 5-3 Cleveland Browns. Moving on over. If there was ever a kick in the nuts, this was the game that is a kick in the nuts. Why? Because the Broncos kicked the Chargers in the nuts. I'm sorry, but that's exactly what happened. How do you lose a game in the last couple of seconds? Well, the Chargers will tell you how. The Raiders can actually tell you how to do that too. But 31-30, the Broncos pull the sucker out. They defeat the Chargers. The Chargers fall to 2-5. I can't wait to read Terrence's comments about this. Denver drops to 3. They jumped to 3-4 in the season. This game was a good one. The Bears fought like hell. The Saints fought like hell. Won in overtime, but my gosh, those Bears look good. 26-23 overtime victory off of the foot of Lutz. 5-2 in the season now for those sneaky good Saints. Don't count them out just yet. They had a rough start. Don't count them out. And Chicago will fall to 5-3. How about those Seahawks? 37-27 over those Niners. The Niners dropped to 4-4. Seattle jumps to 6-1, looking good. Sunday Night Football comes around. Seriously, did we think this was going to be any different? I mean, seriously, Dallas is falling apart, it seems. We have the Eagles that are still not that impressive, but they're better than Cowboys. 23-9. That sounds about right. Dallas drops to 2-6 as the Eagles will drop to 3-4-1. And then Monday Night Football. Are you for real? Are you for real? I mean, gosh damn it. Where are we at right now? Let's go ahead and scroll up real quick. Where is if this can happen, everybody listening, if everybody watching, if this can happen, I guess this can happen too. Because what the hell happened here? Where did the Giants come from? I mean, for real, did that really happen? I mean, are we in the damn Twilight Zone or something? Because the Buccaneers, Brady and the mighty Brady team, okay? Brady and his force of men here that will add Antonio Brown, by the way. Shoot. Coming up this week, damn near lost to a team that has only won one game this year. Giants almost get their second. Unfortunately for them, didn't happen. 6-2 on the 6-2 now on the season for Tampa Bay, and the Giants will drop to 1-7. Ladies and gentlemen, that was this week's recap of the NFL week number 8. We are now heading on into week number 9. Oh, it's gonna be fun. Oh my gosh. Can we get to the comments real quick? So good afternoon, Sam. Appreciate you, brother. Falcons didn't choke and the Patriots have fallen apart. Absolutely. Any given Sunday in this 2020. Anything is possible, Vikings. Let's see here. Daniel Geis. Oh, she is back. Fly, Eagles, fly. Daniel Geis took on Miss Jess a couple of weeks ago, and gosh damn it, I'm not going to ask about that, Jess. What's up, Marcus? What up, no? Big ups to you, brother. We have the Jets. Let's see. Terrence says Jets are on their way to fast. And how did the Rams lose the Dolphins? Mega L for the Rams. I don't understand that language. Guys, it's Mandarin to me. I don't get it. Marcus says here, everyone should stop by Sports Radio Gift Shop and pick up an IE Sports Radio tee. And it's the only episode where I don't happen to have one on. It's Puma. But yes, check us out. Y'all show us some love. Let's see here. Jets will go 0-16 because they throw the ball away too much. They just will go 0-16 because they're the Jets, unfortunately, this year. I guess I'm sorry, but Bears almost cost me money last week. Sorry, Marcus. Yeah, the Chargers blew that lead. I will say this Kareem Jackson is a dirty player. Oh wow, 2 helmet-to-helmet hits, and one was his own teammate. What? Okay, Chargers are too young. The rookie quarterback is balling. Fly, Eagles fly again, because that's all Daniel guys knows how to say. And not really Marcus, but I agree about Herbert. Some of the Chargers are young, but some of them are experienced. Their defensive coordinator is bad. Okay, now that I think I went through everything at 1,000,000 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen, can we start the primetime face-off? Let's get to it. Are you ready to boogie? Because tonight is coming, y'all. The primetime face-off. Thursday Night Football. We're just about an hour away from kickoff, and it's about that time. Thursday Night Football is here, baby. I hope you're excited. Sound the alarm, ring the bell. Can we get a hand? Well, chest clap, because I'm holding the phone with one hand. But it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready to ball. It's going to be fun. We have ourselves quite the battle tonight. There are more injuries in this game, okay? There are more injuries in this freaking game, holding out more players than tacos I eat on the usual every weekend. I mean, that's a lot. I'm just saying, guys, that's a lot of freaking people. Like, how did that happen? We're going to find out momentarily. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hand it on over to, we got somebody in the Raiders. That's my boy, Tony Salcedo, by the way, man. Hey, Veterans Day is coming up. Tony, ladies and gentlemen, we have a devil dog in the room right here. This man life on the line like all the others in the armed forces and went on out to defend our country years ago, and he came back with victory. Ladies and gentlemen, I just gotta say a big ups to all of our veterans. We love you guys, and we appreciate all you do, because you guys are the real deal. We love you all, and we appreciate you all for what you do, and you are included, Mrs. Sergeant Salcedo. So appreciate you, brother. I've known him for a long time, fellow Raider. So Chargers are hella banged up. Let's get into tonight's game where everyone's hella banged up. Introducing the away team here. Well, representing the away team, ladies and gentlemen, she is, I mean, seriously, she has one tie on her record, and the rest are victories here on 3 and Out with the primetime face-off. So this woman can battle, and it's short but sweet, and she is something else. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so glad to have her here. She even has us on her gosh dang profile, what do you call it? Her bio on Twitter. Like, she is a very, very, very frequent guest here on 3 and Out. I'm glad to have her here. I'm loving the banner in the back. I'm loving the shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in the one, the only, all the way from the East Coast, repping her West Coast San Francisco 49ers. Welcome in the one, the only, Miss Jess. What's going on, Jess?
Hey, what's going on? Go Niners.
Go Niners. Go Niners, go. This team, like, you know who else? You know I just told that for him? Go Pack Go. Because we have another guy here who's been a part of this show for many, 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 many years. This guy is an occasional, just as Jess. And I'll tell you right now, I'm happy that both of them are here right now, because both of them have been on the show multiple times, umpteen times, and they've never crossed paths. Tonight, they will. I'm happy for this one. I'm excited for this one, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Bryan. What's going on, Bryan? How you doing today, brother?
Hey, great. Actually, we met twice last season, and I'm 0 for 2, so I'm hoping to get a victory this time.
You're right. I'm sorry. You guys have battled, and my gosh, those were fun.
That's
I don't know why.
To remember, by the way.
Here's something, Jess. I'm telling you. Marcus says he representing Niners for life, so bang, bang, Niner gang all day. Adam Karnick representing those Bears who somehow damn near beat the Saints, which I can't say that because they're a pretty good team. Big ups. God bless you, Mr. Salcedo. Absolutely, man. Thank you for your service. Thanks, Adam. Go Sports. We'll take it. Third time's a charm, Bryan. Let's battle, y'all. So, welcome. We already have some cheering going on here from Mr. Marcus. Looks great in the chat room. Get him, Jess. Here we go, y'all. Getting into the In the Car edition, and the Larry B wearing a different shirt today other than Ice Radio. The In the Car edition at work because the office was too loud. Edition of 3 and Out tonight. Let's get on into it and do the dang thing. Representing the away team, of course, we have here Mr. Bryan representing the home team. We have Miss Jess. Bryan, you're going to start us off tonight, man. We are now into of course, the primetime face-off. Let's jump on into this thing and boogie. Bryan, I'm just going to scroll up, and I'm just going to put this here, and I want you to explain this. What the hell?
Seriously? Oh, it's simple. the Packers have struggled with stopping the run since last year when the 49ers exploited that in the first matchup and even more in the playoff game. And they haven't touched anything to do trying to fix it in the offseason or during the season. And again, it's a glaring weakness. So the wind didn't help. It really kind of stifled the passing game, so it really hurt the Packers offense, and it allowed the Vikings to do what they do best, and we couldn't stop it.
Well, that's what happened. One of these. And that wasn't cool. But is what it is. You guys took one. And last week, well, it wasn't just you guys. Because the Seahawks had something to say in Seattle last week because the Niners also took one of these. Jess, what the hell happened?
Well, it would help if we actually stepped off the plane. But it kind of seems like we didn't even show up last week, and Kyle got a little too cute. And I hope it's different this week. I have a feeling it will be. So, regardless of all the injuries.
Well, I don't know if Marcus is talking about you guys not being able to stop the run, but he says we are going to run all night long. Well, I hope you guys do something because that freaking Packers defense is stout. Let's go one more time.
Not against the run, though, Larry. Not against the run.
Not against the run at all, and this is what happens.
I think after last week they fell to I think almost last now. So.
Oh wow.
It's not been good.
It was a nasty. So let's go and get on to this, y'all. Once again, you're listening here to the Primetime Face-Off Thursday night, week number 9 edition. Keep the chat room bumping, y'all. We're having some fun here tonight. How do you let Dalvin Cook run rampant? Heck, if the Packers' run defense keeps this up, I can maybe score a touchdown on the Packers. Wow. See, we got Taryn over here wanting to put the pads on now. I mean, my gosh, guys. I'll tell you what, this has been fun all season long. By the way, I just want to apologize to everybody. Jess actually reached out to me a couple weeks ago asking if everything was okay. This has been a hellish for everybody, unfortunately for me as well. And the show has not been as frequent as usual, but we're back on it. I think we found a medium. The show will be here, and then we'll have our weekend show, of course, with the Primetime Face-Offs and the picks. So I always say that every week. I think we found finally a good medium this week for getting together. So the show will be – the first half of the season was blech. Second half starting now with week 9 today. We're going to pick it right back up again on it. So, Terrence says, I want all the smoke, which, of course, is Marcus's line on Gloves Off here on this podcast on iSports Radio. So, let's get into it, y'all. So, let's starting off with the X Factors. You know I love them. You love them. We all love them. Brian, if you have any X Factors left tonight, I'm just kidding. But, well, I should ask Jess that because she has no on the ball.
That's a better question for me, actually.
It's a good question for you. But, Brian, Aaron Jones is active tonight. You're happy about that for damn sure. X Factors, what do you think for this game?
I think it's honestly going to be the guy that we were thinking might have to take over for Aaron Jones. I know Aaron Jones is a little banged up, and he does what he does. But, again, I think it's Tyler Ervin. He doesn't get the ball that much, but when he's in the game, he can run that jet sweep motion. And when they're running that motion frequently and getting the defense to look laterally, then they're able to get the running game going, which also opens up that passing game. And that's when Devontae does his best work. Otherwise, it's easy to focus on Devontae and slow down that running game enough to win a game. And the 49ers defense has been pretty good this year, even with the injuries that they've had. So it's going to be a challenge for this team. And last year, the offense did not play well. The defense was the big story, but the offense really didn't do enough either. And I think Matt LaFleur really, that was a tough loss for us in the playoffs. He had to be thinking about that all off season. And I'm hoping this will be a game that he shows why we hired him as the head coach and comes up with a great game plan.
You know what? I like that. I like that good, sincere note right there. And really good quality in the answer. I couldn't appreciate that enough. My apologies, got to bounce real quick and go out. My girl just got to work, and I always tell her text when she gets to work, so she got there safe. So, but my bad, y'all. Had to bounce out of the room real quick, so got a little static. I'm sorry, but good stuff, man. I think you guys absolutely have a team to play tonight, unlike the Niners, which I don't know who's out there playing tonight, but absolutely, I like it. Adam thinks he's funny. Adam's talking jokes over here, talking about who the Niners have any healthy players, and Marcus will retract real quick. None, Adam. None. So, yeah, so the injury gods have been completely unkind to the Niners. This game should be called the Injury Bowl, Niners and Chargers both. Well, 1995. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Darren. I'm kidding. Steve Young. What? Anyway, anyway, okay. Good stuff there. Good stuff there for the X Factors. Jess, I'm sorry I have to do this to you, but X Factors, if there's, any starters that are playing, do you have to borrow some from Stanford? Like, what's going on?
You know what? I do have X Factors for you, actually. JaMychal Hasty. He's shown that he can be a lot like Raheem Mostert. Kyle Juszczyk. Kyle Shanahan, probably now more than ever as an X Factor. He can't get cute tonight. And even Nick Mullins as well. And I think we have enough. I think we've proven that the depth that we have can get it done. And, if we squeak by tonight, we're still in this thing.
You know what? I like that. Good stuff there. Good X Factors. Taryn talking crap over here, talking about me bringing up the past. Well, I'm sorry, I had to. And Jordan Reed will be an X Factor. Jordan Reed.
Jordan Reed too. Yep.
Facts, Jess. Well, there you go. So, with that said, we're gonna have some fun in the lightning round because this round is all. I'm sorry. This is the fire round. Sorry, the lightning round. This, of course, as you know, is always the fun one. You're a little sweaty in here, guys. Sorry, but this one's always fun because we can talk a little crap on the other team. You both know this very well. This is a fun one here. I want the chat room to get involved in this one as well because we're gonna have some fun. Weaknesses. Don't get crazy now, Brian. We know. Okay, we know. But weaknesses. What are the weaknesses that you feel that your Packers can exploit on those Niners tonight to help earn you guys the victory and make up for last week's L? What you got?
I think it's going to be what has kind of propelled their offense most of the season. I'm kind of leery about Aaron Jones playing that many snaps. I think he's going to be on a snap count, and they're going to watch him a lot because they can't afford to get him injured. So I think it's going to be a heavy dose of Devontae Adams. Aaron Rodgers really likes to look to him at all points, and I think that's where the key is going to be on offense. And on defense, it's all about the run game, and with all the injuries and everything, the passing game is not as strong as it was when we played them last year or as it was early in the season. So there's no excuse for them not to be able to focus and to at least contain the running game and not allow it to overpower them and win the game. So if they can't stop the run, I'm going to have serious concerns moving forward this season and into the playoffs if they make it.
Good stuff. You know what? I like it. You buckle down on where you need to buckle down at. Jess, what do you think of his comment there?
You know what? I think he's pretty accurate. Although, I think we're going to have Devontae Adams' number tonight. Our secondary has been playing awesome, probably better than last season. And the main key in that is Jason Verrett has stayed healthy. And, so I think we're going to give Devontae Adams a problem tonight. I mean, some people may say, oh, Jess, you're delusional, but I'm hopeful. And I really, truly believe that we get this done tonight.
You're a Niner hopeful, Jess. You are a Niner.
I am
hopeful.
Always.
Because you are Niner faithful. That's what I was looking for, but hopeful fits too. So that works for me. So, okay. Give it to us now, Jess. How about you? I mean, I know there's not much to, I know you got to worry about your own team right now versus the other team for sure. But what do you think? What weaknesses do you feel that you guys, I mean, of course, I think I know where you're going with this. It has to do with the run defense. But my first disagreement with Jess, our second player is trash. Well,
I don't know, Marcus. Do we watch the same games? I don't know.
Well, you're not the Raiders secondary, that's for damn sure. You want trash? I'll give you trash. Okay, I'll give you some. Do you want the trash truck? I'll give that to you too with the Raiders defense. Okay, with the Raiders secondary. So, with that said, Jess, dig deep because I know there's injuries there. Give me some weaknesses that you feel strongly that you can actually exploit on that Packers team.
The run defense. That's it.
You know what?
We're running the ball down their throat tonight. That's for sure.
I'll take it. I will take it. Because honestly, that defense has been horrendous stopping the run. Bryan has said it. Everyone said it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Can someone call BJ Raji back? Like, hey, dude, we need you.
Somebody.
Pull Hainsworth out of retirement or something, man. Go. I'm just kidding. We need somebody, man. We need that big zero technique to get in there, man. The big boy. Call Vince. Vince Wilfork he might have a couple snaps left in him. I don't know. But you guys, man, I don't know. So at least the Niners defense, Jets. You know, that would be, I feel like that should be a hashtag, you know, like at least it's not the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, man, I popped my tire today on the way to work. At least not the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like,
sure. That's a good one, yeah.
That's kind of messed up. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, I burnt my dinner and I have nothing else to eat. Hey, at least I'm not the Jets. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of messed up. I'm sorry. But true, Taryn, true. So, all right, Bryan, what do you think, man? Tell us about about Miss Jess's comments.
I mean, I can't really go anything there. With the injuries that the 49ers have and with kind of what they're putting it on the field on a short week, I should be popping a bottle of champagne and celebrating. But again, Kyle Shanahan in the year that they went, I think, 2-14 and picked Joey Bosa, they almost came into Lambeau and beat the Packers with C.J. Beathard as quarterback. So even though it's Nick Mullins and our secondary has had a great season, even if they contain the run, I'm still worried because Kyle Shanahan somehow does a great job working with whatever he has talent-wise and makes the team play above what it usually should. So I'm going to be nervous because it's a short week. Anything can happen on Thursdays, but hopefully I can be a little confident that Vikings butt kicking that the run defense took gets those guys a little bit fired up and maybe challenges a little bit of their pride, and hopefully they come out a little bit tougher this week.
You know, I'll take that. So we have some comments here. Michael Hasty, I can see being an X Factor as well as Jarek McKinnon. I'd rather they play McKinnon over Hasty. Facts, Marcus. And McKinnon is a bigger threat, and they move the rock better when he's on the field. Okay, some good comments and opinions there. I'll take it. Bryan, I agree, brother. I know you guys. Both of these teams right now are definitely nowhere out of the like the Jets. I'm sorry, Jets. I'm sorry. That's the last one. I'm sorry. But or the Giants. But you know something. I mean, they're kind of technically not. Kind of have to, win out. At least the Jets and the Giants have to win. Everyone but one. Anyway, regardless, I'm just saying, you guys. The big thing is both of your teams right now have spots that are kind of The fighting monster, in my opinion, Nick Mullins out of the Hoover High School in Alabama. Remember 2 days, guys, MTV, like 14 years ago, it was on there. That is quite the high school. It is a very good high school in the country, and this team, or in the country, I mean, it's Alabama, so it's the country. But I'm talking about, like, in this country. Hoover High School is major, and, well, Mullins, remember his first time ever seeing the field. They were talking about him, and they mentioned he went to Hoover High, and I was like, oh, he's going to be pretty good. He got in, and what was that? Remember his first game he ever played, Jess, and he, like, freaking shocked the world, remember?
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa, that makes sense. He's a beast.
For that tonight.
Yeah, hopefully some of that can happen. We'll see. I mean, at least maybe if he runs the ball. I'm just kidding. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump on into the fire round and go back and forth. Jess, Bryan, what in the world, man? This team has a lot to put together, but at the same exact time, they don't. The Packers, in my opinion, are the most complete, incomplete team in the NFL. They're amazingly strong all the time, every week. But then there's like those small little, like, it's like the big, monstrous, buff guy that's like, oh, and then like stubs his toe on a rock and like, you know what I mean? Like he freaking, I don't know, breaks like an arm and a leg at the same time. Like, what the hell? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what the hell? How did that happen? Yeah.
It's an Achilles heel. There's certain teams that they just are going to have a hard time playing against all the time, and it's going to be the Vikings and the 49ers every time we play those teams that are built to run the ball at you every time. It's going to be a tough day, and It just got me really worried comparing Hasty to Raheem Mostert because I'm still seeing him running all over us in the playoffs, running for 200 yards. So I'm hopeful that that's an incorrect assessment and it's not Raheem Mostert back there again.
Oh, man. Well, give us the game plan. Give us the game plan, Brian. What you got, man? What do you feel your Packers have to do tonight to win this game?
I think it's pretty simple. They need to bring the safeties up in the box because Jair Alexander and it's going to be Josh Jackson, Kevin King's out, but those two have played 2 great weeks together, and they've been shutting down most of the passing games. Unfortunately, against the Vikings, they shut down the passing game, but it was the running game that really kind of ate them up. So I think you got to dare Nick Mullins to try and beat you and have to go deep and let those cornerbacks make plays. They both are very confident and love going up and trying to make plays on the ball. And that way you have extra men in the box to stop the run and kind of dare the 49ers to throw because you know that if you let them run, it's going to be a long day and it's going to be the same as last year. So dare them to throw.
I like that. That's like I like that. That's the caption of this. That's the heading of that section. Dare them to throw. Okay, well that's the case. So before we get into your comments, Jess, I want to know your comments about Brian.
That's fair. That's, I mean, you could, Nick Mullins is going to throw. I mean, I know George Kittle isn't going to be out there and that kind of sucks, but we have Ross Dwelly and they activated Jordan Reed off of IR. So, if you guys are going to stack the box, then that, that opens other things up. Kyle Juszczyk and, Jordan Reed, you put Jet McKinnon out there, even Trent Taylor in the slot. I mean, we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Although, we do have this guy as the coach, so I'm not really too worried.
Pretty good. If I had to pick somebody to coach my football team, I think I'd take him. He's pretty good. He's got a resume. He's pretty good. But I'll tell you what, you guys right now are looking strong. Packers, Brian, you guys are strong, and this game is very winnable for both of you. We have 2, in my opinion, as of right now, all evenly matched teams. Jess, what you got for us? How do your Niners win this thing tonight?
We play 49er football. We run, and that opens up everything else. And we just, on defense, we have to, stick to our cues, stick to our details. Don't do too much. Just do your job.
Taking a quote there from the great Bill Belichick. Do your damn job. No, not like that, but do your job. I know Shanahan's got plenty of his own quotes, I'm sure, but I'm just saying, it's very famous by Bill Belichick's job, and that's that exactly it. So, all right, with that said, Brian, comments for Jess there.
No, I think that's fair. They're going to have a good plan. Shanahan knows what he's doing. He also knows LaFleur, having his brother on his staff and everything. They're very familiar with each other. So I don't think there's going to be any surprises from any team. It's going to be execution and making sure that you're doing your assignment like you're saying. So again, if they can play assignment, if they can do what they're supposed to and get everything right, they'll be tough to beat. So even with the injuries, I think that's lucky for the Packers this week that we're playing a very banged up team. I know full strength, I'd be a lot more nervous, but again, it's a short week and it is the 49ers, so we'll see how it's going to go.
You guys are awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause? All you watching right now, listening. Well, this is watching because it's not being audio. But this was awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Brian, Miss Jess, what a primetime face-off. Glad to have you guys both here. Well, you lady and gentlemen both here tonight. Marcus says selling out will hurt you more, sir. He's talking about McKinnon. And I think he's talking about McKinnon.
We tried twice. We tried twice just playing straight up, and we got run all over. So you got to do something different, and you can always adjust. That's what you need to do. But I just don't want to see if we start getting run all over to start again. It's what are we doing? You got to try something different.
Agree. Marcus says we run, and we run some more. And there you have it. And then, of course, I got to say something here. Brian, Jess, you guys have been a part of this show for years. I don't know if you know this gentleman and you've ever heard him be a part of, like, we've seen him tweet out and everything. But, ladies and gentlemen, he's just showing how much of a diehard fan he really is. shown of this network, all the way from Japan. Ladies and gentlemen, the man who retweets our tweets in Japanese, the man that listens to our shows at crazy hours, because we're on at crazy hours to him, and his time like 14, 15 hours ahead of us. At the same time right now, so I forgot what it is, 14 or 15. Ladies and gentlemen, big ups to Mr. Gridiron, man. Yukio Uedima, I believe is how you say it. I don't want to butcher your name, but he says it's good to see you. YouTube, Mr. Larry. I'm watching your show on my own cable TV right now. All the way from Japan. Can we get something? Can we get something for him? I mean, come on, man. That was pretty awesome, man. Yukio, you're the man. He is also our first IE Sports Radio Hall of Famer ever. He is number 1 in the IE Sports Radio Hall of Fame. This guy is such a fan of all of our shows. And you know what, Yukio? We're a fan of you, man. So appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a fan of ours. You're all. Taryn says here, 49ers can't afford to slip in the NFC West. Well, with the Seahawks eating everybody for breakfast, I don't think they can either. The Arizona Cardinals, where the hell do they come from? I have no idea how they even happened with them. They're coming out of nowhere. And the Rams, they a little bit here and there, but gosh damn it, those Rams are they're kind of, Jess is like, stop it. Jess is like
Stop
this.
With the Rams praise. Stop with the Rams praise.
Look. Jess is like, Rams, really? Watch. Where we at? Oh, gosh darn. Jess is like, stop it. Stop it. Stop saying that. You lost the gosh dang Dolphins. All right, stop it. That's kidding. But I think Tua was playing this past week. But Terrence says Packers will win 31-24. Oh, it does my heart no good picking against Jess's 49ers. But
That's okay.
I think the Aaron Rodgers revenge tour is he's playing angry. Brian, he said that a while back. Let's get into those final scores. If you want to, remember, I know people are superstitious. I get it. You don't have to if you don't want to. But Brian, give it to us, man. If you want to pick one, what's your final score for tonight and why?
I'm going to go pretty close to what he said there. The games that we've won, it's been the offense really clicking. So I think that's going to have to be the story here again. So I'm going to say a little bit more. I think it's going to be 35 to, I'll give him probably 27.
Woo! The nerve of you, Taryn. Well, Marcus is all on Jess's side. 24-29ers. Marcus is taking them. Jess, I know you're not going anywhere else, but with the Bang Bang Niner game, what you got for us? Final score.
I'm going to go 27-21 Niners.
I like that. More of an offensive game. It's not that much of a difference, but more of an offensive game if the Packers win it, more of a defensive game if the 49ers win it. I agree with both of you. I think that's exactly what I'm seeing. Overall, everybody here, it could be 42-41. We have no idea what's going to happen. Both these teams are so unpredictable. Football's unpredictable. 2020 is unpredictable. Watch. One more time, guys. I'm sorry. Where are we at? 2020 is unpredictable. I'm sorry, Bengals fans. Anyway, with that said, you put the winning score first, Marcus. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. And one more, guys. I'm sorry. It's 2020, guys. I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, let me go get the score. Hopefully, I'm not staticky. And you guys hear me pretty okay? Is everything good?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Alrighty. Well, we got a little bit of static. That's my apologies. But we are back. We're back. It's a little bit of a little mishap there. My apologies. I had to get the score. And the Niners and the Packers have spoken. Once again, my apologies, everybody, because I didn't get everything up early enough. It's once again, I didn't even know I was doing the show today this early. I really didn't, though. So I was just like, oh my gosh, trying to get things together. But everyone has spoken, and this is a little surprising for me right now. I wasn't expecting this. I think, once again, it was a short clock, so it's okay. The winners are not determined by this final right here. This is just what the fans think. The debate will be measured out later to see who will win this thing. I was supposed to do that for the first half of the season. Unfortunately, I couldn't. So I want to know from all the listeners out there who you thought won this debate. regardless of who won who the fans pick, and then we'll have our winner from that. But you, the listeners, have spoken. And a little lopsided. I think a couple of Packer fans got to hold this too many, but 82% of you are going with the Packers to win this football game tonight. I don't know how many voted. There probably wasn't very many. I didn't see because I didn't want to take too much time. But my gosh, once again, that was the listeners. And personally, if there was a good amount of voters tonight, then I understand because the major injuries with the Niners, but you can't underestimate this team. And I'll tell you right now, Jess will be the first one to tell you that. So let's see here. I've been saying the whole 2020. I've been saying the whole week 2020. Oh, the whole 2020 since week 1. Okay, not quite sure. But Adam says here 23-20 Niners. Marcus is pretty happy. As you can see here, the nerve of you fans. Well, he's not too happy with the fans. But with that said, let's just go with the listener's pick. Brian, dude, what you think, man? I mean, did too many Packers get a hold of that post, or what happened? What do you think?
I think it's not as many Packer fans. I think it's a lot of people that just are looking at what they're seeing on paper because, again, like I said, if it was a regular week and this was a situation, I would be so confident. Almost as confident as I was last week when we played the Vikings. But again, just the way everything's worked, it's on a short week. Both teams had to have virtual days for practice this week because of both teams having COVID test positive. So I can't be confident. I can't trust the run defense until I see it. But I understand why people are confident and might have that voting thing. I'm hoping that it's that way. I'm really hoping that that's what we see tonight. But again, the 49ers have a nightmare on us right now, so until I see it, I can't sit here and be confident about it.
Well, there you have it. And Mark kind of mad because what the heck, the nerve of you fans will shock the world. Okay, there was only 11 people, guys. I put it up an hour and a half ago. I didn't even know I was doing that, so my apologies. 9 out of 11 people made the right call. Well, there you have it. I guess 11 people voted. Marcus and Jess were the ones that voted. I know it for the Niners. Good stuff. Jess, I know once again the voting poll doesn't say much this time around, but just going off of the listeners' pick overall, what you think, man? What you think? What you got for us?
We may be down, but we're not out. And I know a lot of teams tend to overestimate teams that are decimated by injuries or whatnot. But like I said earlier, we're one of the proven teams in the league that our depth can also win games. So let's go Niners.
I'm all for it. Ladies and gentlemen, the sun is beginning to set behind me in Cali. The sun set long ago where Brian and Jess are. You got to love it. 2 diehard fans that are nowhere near their region and where their team is. Why? Because they can't. That's football, y'all. So with that said, this has been fun. Brian, where can all these diehard Packers fans find you?
You can find our podcast at the G Spot Packers 1. And check it out, have a listen. We break down the games and talk about it. And for all the Packer fans and the people that voted for the Packers, go Pack Go. Hopefully it's a great game tonight, and hopefully it's a good week for everyone as well. Thank you.
Hey, you are very welcome, and I appreciate you very much. Jess, where can all these diehard Niner fans find you?
You can find me on Twitter at JM41484. Go Niners. Let's go.
There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, these 2 are amazing. I appreciate you both, and I'm just big ups to everybody here today. We got some final comments here in the chat room. Who here thinks that at the same time should be canceled? But where did that even come from? Like, for real? Anyway, I kind of like it being lighter out later, but whatever. All I know is it's election. The election's almost finished up. I know we're going to be hearing about that maybe tonight or tomorrow. We got a good football game coming up tonight. We're really excited for that. The sports world's making the comeback, and at the end of the day, we're just thankful and hopeful for everything. Thank you to all you veterans out there once again. That's going to be like the theme for like the next week. All you brave women and men who go out there and sacrifice your lives and put them on the line and sacrifice. We thank you because you paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom. We thank you for that, and we love you for that, y'all. So with that said, that will do it. Brian, Jess, we appreciate you. Take care. God bless you and your families, and we'll see you soon.
Bye. Thank you.
Take care, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Brian and Jess, great people. I'm loving it. They are awesome, and that was a lot of fun. With that said, y'all, that's going to do it for tonight's show. As you can see, the sun setting behind me is getting kind of dark in my car, so I got to head back into work. I know, don't you love it? Lengthy little lunch there. But with that said, I appreciate all of you for being here tonight, for showing us love. We'll get back on schedule this Saturday with getting the primetime face-offs and more stuff in. So, my gosh, we had ourselves a couple of crazy weeks there, but it's all right. We're back on track now. I just randomly want to say that about Daily Saving Time. Absolutely. Jess is the greatest. Jess is awesome, y'all. So, with that said, that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to take... Oh, I hate to do this, Jess. I'm sorry, but I'm going to take the Packers to win this game. Final score 28-21 because the Packers just happen to have a couple more starters. They're a strong team. They're tough. I'm going to go with those Packers, but man, this is going to be a good one. I appreciate you, Taryn. You never disappoint either, man. He's the one running the station right now. Him and Daryl and Adam all together, but mostly Taryn, because he's the one that's just putting a lot in right now. Everyone's got to work. Everyone's got to do school, but Taryn's is really chugging away at this right now. And so big ups to everybody keeping it going. To all the listeners here tonight, to everybody part of iSports Radio, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, y'all. You guys are amazing. I can't find my heart. You guys are amazing, all right? We appreciate you all. We thank you all so very much. This has been a crazy, tough week. Just all kinds of craziness going on, and just trying to make it, y'all, financially and everything in the world. But I'll tell you what, if you got God, you got everything. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I have God. I have all of you out there. I have all of these listeners. I got the team. I got my beautiful, wonderful, amazing girlfriend who is soon going to be more than that. Coming up next year, and I'm really excited, John. We have ourselves something really cool here at iSports Radio, and I just want to thank all of you for being a part of it, for showing us love, and for supporting us each and every week on all of our shows. So with that said, that is gonna do it, y'all. And my bad. The nerve of you. I'm sorry, Marcus. Raiders are beating the Chargers. I hate to say it, but they are the better team. Well, we're gonna find out next week. I think I didn't think about that, Taryn, but check that out. So, all right, well, they're gonna do battle. We're gonna do battle next week. We're gonna have some primetime face-offs coming up, and we're gonna have ourselves some fun. So there we go, y'all. Chargers Raider week. I'll be coming up with the final scores coming up for you guys. Well, my predictions coming up on Saturday, or hopefully whenever we can fit it in. But you guys will see. So with that said, y'all, from me, your boy Larry B, signing off. I will see y'all coming up in a few days for my Week 9 predictions and the Sunday night and Monday night primetime face-offs. This is me, your boy Larry B, signing off. I will see you guys in a few days. Until then, take care, and as always, God bless.